of being an interior designer?
I never dreamed of being an interior designer. I never wanted to be an interior designer. I really stumbled into this field. It happened by chance. I was working with my dad in my family company, which deals with art, antiques and furniture. So we were sellers, and I went into one client's house who wanted to buy lights. And when I went to her house, she kept calling me back again and again and again. Her house was empty and she kept saying, what should I do here? What should I do here? What should I do here? And then eventually she told me that I should be an interior designer. Yeah. And then I told her that she's mad and that doesn't make any sense because I don't, that's absolutely the last thing I ever thought. But at that point I had tried and failed at so many things that I thought that not a bad idea to try this, and I tried it and I actually was really good at it. Like I thought, I knew, I love it. So I'm shopping every day. I spend other people's money every day and I get richer. So I think it's a great job. It's fabulous.
So is there a purpose you feel you wish to fulfill through your work?
Sometimes I feel like my job is very shallow because I'm building beautiful spaces for rich people, and so sometimes it does feel like it's a bit shallow. But it's actually really not, because when I see my clients' reactions to the spaces, that we have been able to impact someone's everyday happiness, their everyday experience. And I think for me the best part is someone enjoying their house every day, every week, every month, every year, and all of the good energy that they must be giving me, like, thank you Sarah for doing the house, or like, I'm so glad that I designed the house with her, or I think for me it doesn't, nothing else matters. For me it's only that reaction from the client, for me to know that I have added value to someone else's life in a really big way. And how you live, how you sleep, how you wake up, how you use the bathroom. I mean, these are all functions that can make or break your everyday happiness. So I contribute to someone's everyday happiness. So now I look at it from that lens and I like that.
How has your work, art and design shaped your identity?
What a good question. I think I'm really obsessed with my work and I love it a lot. Like, I really deeply love it. So I now see design in everything I do. My family jokes that it's very irritating going for dinner with me because I'll go to the restaurant and I'm not looking at the food, but I'm just looking at like, hey, this light is really good. I wonder who is the lighting consultant here? And they're just like, stop it, like just eat the food, you know? Or I'll be like, this table is not the right height, it's not ergonomically, I can't sit inside. And so my whole life has gotten consumed with design. And I think it's shaped me in every way possible. But I didn't start out as a designer. I started out as someone who studied art history, and art is really my first and truest love. And I think art has impacted me in a very, very deep way because it's taught me empathy and how to think from someone else's point of view. So it gave me a lens into what someone else may want from a situation. And that's helped me tremendously in my life, obviously, but also in my job, and it's just an amazing life skill. So art is something that not only just runs in my blood, but has shaped every portion of my personality.
As an interior designer, what are some of your favorite subjects for seeking inspiration?
Wow, I think definitely travel is my easiest way to seek inspiration. So I would say dance is an amazing form of inspiration for me. I think the fluidity of movement in the human body is something that continuously inspires me, and what the human body can do.
And you have a vision board too?
I have a vision board and I'm a big believer. So I'm agnostic and I don't believe in a particular religion. But I do believe that I am the most powerful creature in the whole universe. And anything that I put my mind to, I will do it. And anything I want is going to come to me. And I always keep myself open to the abundance of everything that I want. And I know that all of it is coming my way. And I focus every day on specific things that I want, and I think about those situations continuously, and it's so helpful to me because when even a snippet of that situation comes my way, I grab onto it because I know that's what I'm looking for. And so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and I think that has been so powerful for me, visualizing, positive thinking, and focusing on the things you really want, setting a goal, setting a target and working towards it has been literally like the simplest and most well-known solution for success.
Your most memorable project to date? What motivated you to take it up?
It's like asking me who is my favorite child.
But it could be just memorable for you, you know?
Honestly, you know what? I think I say this, that there's no like special project. They're just special clients. Because even if we've done a 10,000 or 20,000 square foot project, it doesn't actually matter, because the part that matters the most is a client who really treats you well and is nice to you. That's what really stands out to me. I can think of a few specifically. It's so weird, but I had never been invited to a housewarming party of any of the houses that I had done. Yeah, now I throw the housewarming party. Like, I do that for my clients. And in one of my project handovers in Kolkata, I have a client called Sneha, and she made me like the star of her housewarming party, which was so sweet. She literally like paraded me around saying, "Sarah did my house, this is my interior designer, happy housewarming." Like, you know, like the whole evening was just spent like that.
She was really happy.
She was really happy, but also like, you know, just the way she went about the whole thing. So it's not like her house is the best designed house in the whole world or anything of the sort. We've done plenty of beautiful designs, but I think the way she treated me stands out for me, for sure, yeah.
What, according to you, turns a house into a home?
For me, a lot of spaces feel very hotel room-like, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's not a lot of personalization in this space. So I think all of the quirks of a home, you know, it's like that weird collectible that you picked up when you were on a holiday, or you know, a little chewed up stuffed toy that's there in your kid's room, or something that really gives it that warmth. Plants is always helpful in case you don't have any personal memorabilia to add, but I do think that there has to be some kind of spirit of the person and their energy through the space. So we actually push our clients a lot to make sure that a lot of things are personalized, because that's the only thing that gives it an energy. Otherwise, it just feels very sanitized and hospital-like, and that's why I think most of the spaces that we do feel so warm, because there's a lot of input from the other person. So house to home, I would say obviously love, good energy, and lots of personal artifacts that each tell a story.
In a profession that requires to be creative and full of ideas constantly, what are some things you do continuously to stay creative and inspired?
I like to think I have a very good work-life balance. So I only work Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I take a lot of time to switch off and recharge. And I explain this to my clients when they come on board as well, is that as a creative person, you cannot work 24/7, because creativity, it's like a well, and once the water is over, you need to wait some time for the water to fill back up. So I make a huge effort to take time off, to spend quality time with my family, to do things that I enjoy. Like, I love working out, I love listening to music, I love food, like I really love food. So I just do all of those things that I like, and I just need a couple of days off, and I will automatically come back fresh, even more enthusiastic and happy. So time off would be my simplest solution, and I really don't overwork myself. There are moments where I will accept, but for the most part I try and respect my own boundaries.
What attracted you to Aroka as a brand?
First, I genuinely feel like the design is very different. When I ordered the clothes and I received them, the quality was really good. I really liked the tailoring, the stitching, the styling, and I felt like it had an Indian context but an international look. So I really liked that, because the quality of the tailoring and the fit and the materials was really good, but there was something Indian-y but not really, and it's the textiles. There we go. And it also suited my lifestyle very well. I'm always on the go, I'm always going somewhere, and the unfortunate part is that I have a life where either I'm bathed in dirt on a construction site, and then half an hour later I'm supposed to present to some HNI client looking completely perfect. So it's very difficult. I need to have outfits that can be okay for me in either situation. So which is why I can be very picky with my clothes. but Aroka ticks both those boxes because it's comfortable, it's breathable, lots of prints that can hide all of the dust marks that always happen to me on a construction site. And yeah, I can easily walk into a meeting with a fancy client and be A-okay then. Yeah.
How does wearing our clothes make you feel?
Makes me feel fun, powerful, and I would say at ease.
Lastly, what does home mean to you?
For me, I would say home means wherever my husband, daughter, dog, and cat are, that's home for me. I think as long as they come with me, I'm okay anywhere. But it also means a place for me to switch off, for me to watch lots of TV, eat lots of Chinese food, sleep very peacefully in the bed that I like, with the bedding that I like, with the mattress thickness that I like, and just be myself. I like a lot of quiet time alone, so I guess that's where home would be for me.